Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's IJ again, duck with a fro, whichever one you may prefer. So from the title of this video, you guys already know what the video is going to be about. I hope you guys actually like this hairstyle because I really like it. I think I should make a video, like a separate video on like the natural hairstyles, that like how I style my natural hair, something like that. I think because this hairstyle is like really cute and all that, and it was really simple to do. So to today's video is going to be about natural hair hacks. They are hacks that I use from time to time. So some are like from me and some are like from other sources. The very first hack, it's like very common, like a lot of people use it all the time. It's using a cotton t-shirt instead of a towel to dry your hair. And simply what that does is like it actually saves you money, because using a normal towel is not like good for your hair because the fibers are like really large and rough. And an alternative way would be to buy microfiber towels, and sometimes like they are not like readily available or something like that. They're not, or maybe if they are, they're expensive or something. So an easier way is just to like take an old like cotton t-shirt that you use or like you don't wear anymore rather, and just use it to like put it on your hair, and it just what it does just absorb the excess moisture from your hair. So the next hack is to make your conditioner like more moisturizing, like to give it more slip, because some conditioners are like maybe you've already bought it and maybe it was expensive, or even if it wasn't expensive, you don't want to just throw your like conditioner away just like that. You want to like at least use it for something. So to like make it easier, like to give it more slip, so that like when you're using it in the shower to like comb your hair through, it will be like easier to use. Just add any oil of your choice. Like I use olive oil sometimes, so I add olive oil sometimes to mine, or I use lavender oil, but that's just optional. I just use lavender oil because of the scent, but I think a better oil would be either to use olive oil or coconut oil, depending on the oil that your hair likes. Like for me, coconut oil does not work with my hair. Like my hair hates coconut oil, so I use olive oil. But for those who their hair likes coconut oil, I know it's a good oil, just difference in hair types and all that, they can use coconut oil. For hack number 3, like this is a very like this is something I really like to do for myself. I don't know about you guys, but for me like I like to feel like a tingling sensation in my scalp when I'm like washing my scalp. So because of that, I like to add something like that is a little minty to my shampoo. So for that, you can add tea tree oil. I use tea tree oil, or you can add peppermint oil, depending on which one. Both of them have like a minty like scent, or like really cooling effect on your scalp. Exactly, like a really cooling effect on your scalp. So you can just get it from any pharmacy, any apteka around. But just for the sake, like just in case you guys like can't see it, I'm going to like put the information down like below in the description box below. Or if you guys follow me on Instagram, definitely you see pictures of like my hair products and all that there. I just put like some drops into my shampoo and I like just shake it and use it to wash my hair, and it's really good. Another hack is to use a bobby pin to lengthen or to shorten your hair. Like if you want your hair to appear longer like that, that's for girls with like shorter hair lengths. You can just bring the hair down and put the bobby pin on it. It makes it appear longer. And those with like longer bangs that want to still have like the shorter look, you just have to like, it's just kind of logic. You have to raise the hair upwards rather, and then bobby pin it. So when you bring it down like over the bobby pin, it covers the bobby pin, but then your hair appears shorter. If you guys, I don't know if you guys understand me, but I think it's pretty explanatory. So the next hack number 5, will be like to get more defined twist outs or braid outs. It's better to do them on freshly washed hair. Actually, if you want your braid outs or your twist out to be really defined, like if you're someone who really likes definition, like you really like your curls to like pop and show and all that, then it would be nicer to do it on freshly washed hair. But if you're like me that really likes volume, I really like massive hair, I'm not really into the curl definition and all that, then it would be better to do your braid out or twist out on stretched hair. Yeah, like maybe stretched hair with like African threading. If you've watched like my previous video on African threading, like something like that, like after you stretched your hair like that, then you do a braid out. It will give it more of volume and less of definition. So the next hack would be to give the ends of your hair like more definition. This kind of applies to like relaxed girls that want to do maybe like roller sets or something like that, or even braid out, because the ends of your hair are like straight, because your hair is like chemically treated, so it's not curly, it's straight. To make the end like to rhyme with the rest of the hair, it would be like a good idea to either bantu knot it around itself, or to use a hair roller at the ends of it to like make it to be curly like the rest of the hair. Or even you can also use it for natural hair girls, maybe those with heat damage, or those with like some split ends that maybe you're feeling a little bit hesitant to like snip off at that particular time, something like that. Okay, the next hack will be, if you want to, I do this all the time, like I really do this all the time. I tried it one day and I was like, wow, that was like the first time I got to know that it was a good idea, and since then I've been doing it. Like if you do a hairstyle, let's say like a twist out or a braid out, it's time for you to, you know, to sleep. Usually what I used to do like before, when I was like much earlier in my hair journey, natural hair journey, I used to rebraid it every night, maybe in like smaller sections than the original sections I used, but I used to rebraid it every night or retwist it every night. But then I just tried this one time. I think I was really lazy and I didn't want to rebraid or retwist it, so I just tied a satin scarf and just like left it back and tied the satin scarf on it, and the next morning I unraveled the scarf. I was expecting to see like frizzy, terrible looking hair and something, but I was surprised. The curls were intact, everything was okay. All I did was just spritz some like little bit of aloe vera juice on my hands, and I just mixed it and I just scrunched my hair and just shook it and then picked it, because it was really nice. And since that time, like it's an easier way for all those like lazy girls or those lazy naturals that won't like to rebraid their hair every night. That's a good way. Just tie your hair with the satin scarf, or better still, use a very large, like all these maxi or mega sized satin bonnets. They like have a lot of room for all your hair to fit in without squishing it in, so you can use those as well. And the next day you just remove it, shake it, and you're good to go, really. The next hack, it's very common actually. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos, you would see that a lot of people do this, and I am I'm a very huge fan of this because I really love volume. And it is to pick your hair from the roots with an afro comb. To pick your hair from the roots with an afro comb if you want volume. I think this is actually very important for people who are like maybe don't have a lot of hair, something like that. Girls with maybe scanty hair, kind of something like that. It's really important for them to like look like they have more hair than they actually do, something like that. So that hack would be to use an afro comb. So this is the afro comb that I use. You can use any type, like it's really easy to find all over Africa, and even in Ukraine. I think you can pretty much find some. You can find some African markets that sell afro combs, or you can find some people that sell afro combs. I think it's not that difficult to find. But if you don't have one, you can actually substitute by using it won't give you that much of volume like an afro comb will, because an afro comb is kind of designed to do that, to like, you know, afrolize your hair. I don't think that's the word, I just formed it, but like it's kind of designed to do something like that. It won't give you that much volume, but I think you can get away with some volume with using a white tooth comb like this. Yeah, you just pick your hair at the root. You don't pick it all the way through, like just at the root, and just to lift it, and you just see that your hair, you know, be coming up and have a lot of volume. It will really look like large and wild. So another hack would be to make your edges fuller. This is for natural hair girls that like are edgeless. I don't know, people like me, I don't think I naturally have a lot of edges. The front of my hair for some reason just does not cooperate with me. It is just like really, I don't even know what to say. So to like make your edges look fuller, you can use a black eye pencil, or you can use an eyeshadow, or you can use eyeliner. I think I think you can use eyeliner as well. You just put like it on the sparse areas of your hair and then brush it through to blend it, then add your edge control, and it's going to be seamless. Like nobody's going to know unless you tell them. So for the next hack, this one is pretty simple. It's like to lay your edges or your baby hairs, you should just use a soft toothbrush. This is what I use. Guys, excuse the toothbrush. I know it's really like, it really looks dirty and all that because I kind of just used it. Wash your toothbrushes. Like as you use them, wash them. Don't be like me, I'm really lazy. But something like this, that's what I'm talking about. Just a toothbrush that of course you don't use to brush your teeth. Something very like a new toothbrush with soft bristles, really soft bristles. Another hack would be like when you're doing a twist out or a braid out or a wash and go, any style that requires using hair gel, to prevent like flakiness, because sometimes I get that like crustiness, like when you use gel and you do your hair like this and you can see like residue falling on your clothes. To prevent like white residue on your hair, it's better to just actually add oil. Like after you put the gel and everything else on your hair, put oil last, like as a last coat. It's gonna help to prevent that white residue and prevent the flakiness. The very last hack is to prevent breakage. Detangle your hair with a white tooth comb. I've already showed you a white tooth comb previously, something like this. There are different types of white tooth comb, but something like this white tooth, like the space between the, I don't know what these things are called, guys. I don't know what these things are called, but like the spaces between this, like from one to another, should be wide, something like that, compared to this. Like if you guys can compare this and this, like the space between this and this, you guys can see that it's different, something like that. This, you should use this instead of something like very smallish like this. This is like for picking your roots, but like for combing your entire hair, you should use something like this. It's much better. So guys, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So to prevent like shiny residue, to prevent like white residue. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in my next video, and don't forget to check out my previous videos. If you're new on this channel, check out my previous video. I'm pretty sure you're going to love them. And subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the alarm button looking thingy beside the subscribe button so that you get notifications whenever I upload a new video on YouTube. Okay guys, bye.